Hey guys, I just wanted to jump on here and show you the progress on some of my slings. This is a Philippine Tangerine, assuming female. We've never had her sexed, but she started out as less than a quarter of an inch sling, very tiny little sling, and has grown into this in less than 6 months. One beside her, a Mexican Fireling, was just a quarter of an inch when we got her, and you can see the size difference in about 5 months. Lieutenant Dan is doing good. He's been upgraded to something a little bit bigger. Again, he is handicapped. He has one leg missing just below the knee, so mid tibia, and he got a better cage, and he's very feisty. He bit me during the rehoming. Miss Nursery Love Spider and her glowy eyes. Everybody, when we move, is going to get brand new tanks. But she had an egg sac and dropped it and scattered the contents, all those little eggs, all over her tank. Don't know why, she just did it. And she's been doing good, but that's unregular for me. Mr. Pac-Man Frog is doing good. Unfortunately, Rosie passed away on us. Was bought female, matured to be a male, and we gave his home to someone who really needed an upgrade, and funny enough is a pink toe. She's right up there. She's about this big, and more than the size of a $50, and she is magenta. We got, God, I can't see with all this freaking hard water, but Miss Curly's back there. Thor being a big boy. He's gotten much bigger. If you haven't seen our baby yet in a long time, let's sit you guys down for a second. Hang on. Now, I just want to show you. Calm down, crickets. Our baby boy. And you first saw him, he was less than an inch. Now he's a big chunky boy, and he's about the size of my thumb, as you can see. There he is down there. He is very fat. He's due for a molt. He's fed very well. No, I don't splurge on tiny hides. I just get a pill bottle, cover it with leaves, sink it into the dirt a little, and that's it. Female's doing well, but she's more of the antsier one. She's more sassier. So I tend to leave her alone. Winona's not out and about, and neither is Deborah. I fed her yesterday, Deborah. And I gave her a cricket as well, but I never got... Oh, I did get to see her eat 2 of them. I should have got that on video for you guys. Next time, just let me know. My doobie roaches are getting big. And I also got a baby set in here too. Now for the biggest concern I have right now is my Burgundy Goliath. Now, remember, she was in a big tote, and unfortunately when I found her, this was her expecting to molt and everything. She's been very not wanting to get off her water bowl, everything like that. But I will show you what she's looking like, because I've never dealt with this. I've done searches and I looked up like DKS or whatever the disease is, the neurological disease. But she eats, she drinks, she doesn't get off her water very much anymore. It's been like a week of her constantly hugging this water bowl. Now you can see she has all her legs on this side, except for one here, and on the other side she has two or three missing. And she plucked those off, or they fell off or something. But she has been a little bit lame. She is defensive when I try to feed her. And I think it's just a molting issue, but I keep it pretty moist in here. And the room is regulated and moistened and temperature checked every day. And I've never had this issue. Hi, Sydney. I never had this issue. Maybe it's just something to do with her neurologically, or it's a molting issue. I have no idea. I want to know if anybody has ever dealt with this. I've Googled it, did a few researches on some, here's a mess, some tarantula sites, and they say it's from molting or neglect, but my spiders have never been neglected. Their water bowls are full. Substrate is changed twice a week, or twice every 2 weeks. They have humidifiers. Like humidifier there. I have to fill it. Humidifier there. Just ran out. I also have one over there. They have full heat, full air. Don't mind the mess. We're moving soon. And lightings up top. There's lighting for him. There's lighting over here if we wanted more, but that produces a lot of heat and we just don't want that. There's the tangerine. And yeah, I mostly came on here to discuss her. See, she moves. And this is what she does. She will relax in her bowl and get comfy and rub, and for some reason, and I don't know why, she's just not doing very good anymore. And I really hope that she pulls through this. But if she doesn't, we are people that just let nature take its course. We're just people that, I'll keep it like this, would rather, sorry ma'am, would rather let her, I need to get a tripod, pass appropriately. But we're not really sure what the outcome is for Bergs. We just have to sit and wait. And it's agony. It's agony on her. But we keep her safe, calm, fed, watered, and we keep her up somewhere safe. So that way she is not messed with. She's less stressed. And just letting her deal with her own thing. I do lash her cage every day. And yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what the future holds for this girl. We would just have to update you guys and see. But right now she's with the minis, which are the shelf that I put her on is called the mini tanks. So all the tinier tanks are down here. Her storage tanks as well. But we put her next to the scorpions and the doobie roaches because it'd be a lot more quiet time, as I should say. Because when she's down at the bottom in her original tote, she has a lot more foot traffic, a lot more movement. And I'd rather she just try and stay calm and get better. But if she doesn't pull out from this, unfortunately we'll have to put her a plot somewhere. We don't preserve our animals. We believe that it should go back to nature. The only thing we do preserve is the molts. The molts are the only thing that we preserve. We refuse to preserve wet specimens, dry or taxidermied animals. That's not what we do here. I do collect rocks and crystals and stones and if I could get my hands on a bear skull or an animal skull that's like very highly praised, I would take it. But I don't believe in if an animal dies or a pet dies to keep it. This is my opinion. This is not looking at other people and changing how I feel about them based upon what they do with their animals. As long as you loved your animal, gave that animal proper home and the best quality of life, not quantity, quality of life, then by all means, do what you will with your pets. But with me, I believe in a natural, more ecological law. I believe that they should go back to Earth. And that's what most of our animals have gone. Not most of them, I shouldn't say that. All of the animals that have passed under unfortunate circumstances, because we get them from people that are ethically sourced. But the problem is, we don't know where the crickets are sourced from, so they could get parasites and worms and bugs and God knows what. But yeah, we will update you on Bergs and let you know how she's doing. I will give you guys a whole room update when that happens. But like I said, I believe that animals should go back to the ground, and we do not preserve our animals one bit. But if you guys do that stuff and do that as an ethical way, do your research before you try to preserve your animal, even if it's a first time, because you don't want to mess up and ruin that quality that you had and envisioned in your pet. Yeah, it's not easy keeping animals. It's not easy raising animals. They come with their challenges, and a lot of people have the affordability to keep animals and have them live for 20, 30 years and then die from old age. Some of us, like me and my husband, we do this more as a hobby. We do this for our enjoyment and our appreciation for animals. Granted, not a lot of stuff is expensive. I don't have the fancy gear. I don't have the fancy backgrounds. I don't have anything fancy. But hoping in the next few years I can increase and still maintain my raw material. Again, all my videos are unedited. There might be cuts between because I pause my videos and move something and then go back and start recording again. None of my stuff is edited. Everything is raw. Every mistake, stutter, any background noises you hear, all 100% raw. All my answers, all my questions, completely educational and educational driven. I did study a lot. A lot of my life was studying animals, and I prefer never to say that I was a zoologist. I've never had the crediting ability to be a zoologist. I just have a great love and passion for animals ever since I was tiny. It doesn't even seem tiny because I'm short. But, and that being said, all the long pauses, all the freeze frames, 100% unedited. Every splotch, every mark, every dust clot that you see on my floor, 100% unedited. When we do establish ourselves more and get more money and get more cages, a lot of this whole thing, you will see our growth. This is just the first year of us keeping them in an apartment with children too, and the room is right off our living room, so everything is watched. We're installing cameras in here soon, so that way we know if children are coming in and out of here when I go to do dishes or mop or sweep. Our room is going to be locked off when we get a bigger home. Things are going to change a lot, and this is just stage one of our growth. Eventually I'll get better equipment, but I don't plan on spending hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars on equipment when I can spend that towards my living situations or my animals. Not my quality of my videos. That's not my concern. My concern is to get these videos out to you guys and give you raw material, not people that are overly hyped. And I follow them. Yes, I follow them 100%. I follow them. I follow them. I watch them. I watch everybody from Tarantula Cat to Wild Chandler's Adventures, and all the way down to some of the crazier stuff like Coyote Peterson. I don't believe that your technology makes you any more better. As long as you share the quality, the love, and the educational abilities to give people what they want in a video, or at least give people the educational prompts that they want. Heck, even answer a few questions. As long as you have that same ethical stuff, like you're willing to treat your animals properly, never harm them, never neglect them, never abuse them, and are willing to show them as naturally as possible, then by all means, set up a phone on a cup and take a video. I encourage it. It builds a better platform for you. Granted, it will take longer for your videos to jump. Mine take a while, that's why I've been mostly uploading shorts. But my videos are gonna get longer. I'm sorry for the ramble. Once I get onto a subject or want to tell you something, there's no shutting me up. But yeah, I wanted to touch base on Bergs, and I'm not sure exactly why she did this. Our assumption is molting problems, but she is a big spider. Her breed is a big spider. And I'm just hoping she comes out of it much better and clean as she did with her first and second molt. But unfortunately, we'll just have to find out and embrace it day by day. Hopefully she gets better. Hopefully she doesn't, if she is suffering, doesn't suffer long, and let nature just take its course. It does break my heart to see her like this, I'm not gonna lie. But hopefully in the near future we'll have a better update for you guys, because we've lost 2 other spiders due to old age, like Winston. Winston was a male, a regal spider, jumping spider. He passed away after being alive. He was in a pet store for 2 years, 2.5 years. Nobody owned him. We were his first technical owner, and we got to keep him for about a year. And sad and tragically lost our first boy. Same with Rosie. Rosie passed a day or 2 later. Wolfie was good up until she had her egg sac, dropped her egg sac, and she's a wolf spider. Not a lot of them do that, but she was wild caught and non-gravid. We checked her egg sac. There was no eggs with legs. So unfortunately she did not survive after that. I think that would have been her last ever egg sac. She was an older, mature female. I don't know. She never refused a meal. She ate, she drank, she did everything she was supposed to. But I think she just grew out and died and had her last egg sac. She was buried with her egg sac that was exhumed and taken and checked. Unfortunately, Wolfie's generation stopped there. And then I never got to show you PP. PP was a small tree frog, Illinois-based tree frog that we found around here. He was found by my husband, and he just wasn't adapting well to living indoors because of issues that he was having. My husband found him, like I said, was having issues, wasn't adapting well. So we caught him and brought him home thinking that we could rehabilitate him, but unfortunately he was too far gone. He did well until one night I came in here and filled his water and he was already gone. No indication, he just died one day. But yeah, that is the tragic truth about owning pets, any kind of exotic animal, especially ones that require a lot of extraness like heating, humidity, lighting. It's very hard to keep them alive, especially if they're males, for long periods of time. And that's the hard truth about owning animals. Animal husbandry is hard. Like I said, you win some and you lose some. And unfortunately, I gotta upload all those videos. This video is coming to you first because I still have to send my other videos over. But I believe I already posted about Winston. I did not post about Rosie yet, I don't think. But it's been back-to-back heartbreak with our males growing old and leaving us. But I've rambled on long enough, people. I'll let you know how everybody does, and hopefully there's a rainbow after this storm. Thanks for sticking around if you did and stuck through, almost 30 minutes of my nonsense. Thanks, guys. I'll let you know how the squad is turning out, and I'll have a huge update video for you guys of every animal, and more in depth, more of the animals and discussing them and their life stories. So, thanks, guys, for sticking around, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out to the squads.